So how does a top-tier AI expert with basically zero sales experience manage to build a $180,000 business in just 6 months? It sounds wild, right? Well, in this explainer, we're going to break down the exact blueprint that made it all happen. So let's meet our expert, Jyoti Nokla. She's a senior AI product manager, and we're talking about someone who has shaped products at tech giants like Meta, Amazon, and Netflix. I mean, when you talk about high-level AI, she's the real deal. She's been in the trenches shaping products at these massive companies.
But here's the thing. Jyoti had this amazing goal, to share her expertise with the next wave of AI product managers. And she immediately hit a wall, a really common one, actually. You see, she had world-class knowledge. But when it came to sales, marketing, building a business from the ground up, she was starting from scratch.
And that right there, that's what we're calling the six-figure problem. It's this massive hurdle that stops so many brilliant people from turning what they know into a real thriving business.
And you've got to understand, her ambition here was huge. This wasn't just about, teaching a few online classes on the side. Jyoti wanted to build something completely independent, a sustainable business engine, a real, scalable company that could actually run alongside her super demanding corporate career.
So the gap between what she knew about AI and what she needed to know about business, it was massive. We're talking about needing a high-ticket sales strategy, a whole team to actually execute it, and all the right tech to manage everything. She had the product, her incredible AI knowledge, but she was missing the entire system to sell it.
Okay, so how did she bridge that gap? How do you go from literally zero infrastructure to a business that's pulling in revenue? Let's dive into the blueprint they used.
This is where the story takes a turn. She found her solution in a company called Exclusive Closer. And they're not just consultants. They provide an end-to-end service designed specifically to build these kinds of sales ecosystems for experts just like her. It was exactly what she was missing.
And here's the crucial part. This wasn't just a bunch of advice. Exclusive Closers came in and implemented a full 4-step process. They built her entire sales operation from the ground up, from the initial strategy and setting up the funnel to actually deploying a team, creating a scaling strategy, and then providing ongoing support. The whole shebang.
And this is the real game changer. They didn't just tell her how to find a sales team, they literally gave her one. A fully trained team was put in place to handle 20 to 30 appointments every single week for her program. This is the moment her idea stopped being just an idea and became a real business.
All right, so the engine is built, the system's in place. What happened next? What were the actual results? This is where the story gets really, really impressive.
The growth was explosive, but it wasn't chaotic. It happened in these really clear strategic phases over just 6 months. You can see it here. They started with the funnel launch, then moved into rapid cohort growth, and finally scaled up to handle over 150 students. Each phase just built perfectly on the last.
Okay, let's break down the actual numbers because they're pretty incredible. Phase 1, the first cohort, that brought in $35,000. Not bad. But then the second cohort completely doubled that, hitting $70,000. And by the third phase, when they had over 150 students, the total revenue just soared to an amazing $180,000. Just think about that for a second. $180,000. We're talking about going from just an idea with absolutely no sales infrastructure to a 6-figure business in half a year. That's the power of pairing world-class expertise with the right system.
So what's the big takeaway here? What does Jyoti's transformation really tell us? Let's break down that final lesson.
I mean, just look at this before and after. The transformation is absolutely stunning. She went from having just an idea in her head to building a global brand. From $0 in revenue to a funnel that's generating over $180,000. And from being a solo expert to a leader with a full sales team and coaching over 150 students. It's a complete 180.
So, when you boil it all down, the takeaway is this. Your specialized knowledge is incredibly valuable, but when you pair it with the right operational system, it becomes a powerful, scalable asset. Jyothi's expertise was the amazing product, for sure. But it was the sales engine that let it reach a global audience and generate those 6 figures.
And that really leaves us with one final crucial question for you to think about. Jyothi's expertise was in AI. What's yours? And what's the system that could unlock its true potential?